Gracie, Gracie, did you get everything put up and get that pantry all straight? Hey, did you leave out the sardines so we could check them out and see whether sardines were still good for the best by date of 2014? Did you? That's going on. Nearly 10 years old. Come next year from the best by date. What do you say, Gracie? Did you leave them out for Papa? You did? Oh, okay. Let's check out what you set out. So there you go. Gracie has some things set out here. As you can see, well, she's actually got 3 tins of sardines. Or cans, if you prefer. She's got the Beach Cliff sardines in soybean oil. And the reason I think she's got these out, like she said, was she wanted me to know how long or how much before the best by date these were when we bought them. And we actually bought these this year. This being November 2023, or no, now it's December 2023. And we bought these earlier in the year. You can see there's a best by date of March 2026. So 3 years from the purchase date, pretty much, if the inventory at your store is brand new. And that's all up to them. Then, what she's got here is these Brunswick sardines that have a best by date of 2014. Yeah. 9 years now past the best by date. About to be 10. But these were probably purchased, if I had to guess, and remember, back in 2012. Maybe even 2011. Imagine that. And then lastly, but not leastly, we have some Brunswick sardine fillets. And both of these are in olive oil. And these are gourmet style. You can see the best by is January of next year, 2024. So what we're going to be determining today is the ones from 2014 still tasty and yummy as the ones that will be past their best by date in 2024. And to serve them, we're just going to be going pork boat food in my preferred way. And that's on some fine saltine crackers. And today, they're coming from the fine folks at Craven Saltine Crackers Original. Craven the Flavor brand. We got a few set out there. Now, we may put some of that horseradish sauce on them that we love so much. Because that's one way I really love to eat my sardines. You know, along with sliced olives, cheese. Oh, there's all kinds of ways to eat your sardines. Hey, throw them in my tomato sauce for some spaghetti, pasta, and casserole bakes. So let me get these opened up, or get the wrappers off, and we'll proceed from there. What do you think? Will these from 2014 Best By date still be good? Let me know in the comments below the video. Woo, Gracie. Hey, I appreciate your help in getting these all set out for us, okay? Hey, you're looking for some treats later, I know. Oh, well, hello there again, friend and family. So good to see you here in the little old country kitchen. And, due to your request, in the comments in the previous episode and video of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood, many of you wanted to see, are those sardines that I showed you from 2014 still good? And that is an important question. And it's something we should keep in our minds. Because with food prices where they are, whether you're dumpster diving or it's the apocalypse, education, knowledge can get you through the hardest of times. And that's what we're going to be looking at today. And as you saw, yeah, we got some from 2014 and 2024. So let's open them up and see how they fare. Now, on December the 5th, 2023. Woo! I love sardines. Huh, you can't beat them. Let's get it going on. So, these, which are nearly brand new, with the best by date of 2026, the Beach Cliff sardines and soybean oil, we'll put back in the pantry. And these right here are from 2024. And we're going to open them on up. We're going to get some scissors for that. And you're going to see every step of this. So you'll know we're not making this stuff up. Here we go. Now something you're going to want to note is you're going to want to look for rust or deterioration on your can. The other indication that might have went north, yeah, we in the south say going north, where the rest of the country says going south. I mean, we're an hour and a half away running out of country to go south. And then you want to look for bulging. You know, if you can press on that can and it's pressing in, that's not a good sign. And if it's bulging any bit, yeah, or leaking, you don't want to eat it. Just throw it out and do not feed it to your pets. But this one is all nicely sunk in. No leaks, rust, or anything. So let's open it up. Whew. And if you open it up and there's a big puff of air that spews out, that's not a good sign either. But there was none of that. So these may have a chance of still being yummo. Now we got the ones from 2024. Well, the best buy anyway. They're not from 2024. If I had to guess, they're from 2021 or 2022 when I purchased them. I keep these on hand in my pantry. The reason I do is I love them, and I always have. Very high in essential vitamins and minerals, you know, and B vitamins and folate and all that. Plus those heart healthy, cardiovascular healthy, and as many of you mentioned that I forgot, brain healthy, nervous system healthy. You just can't eat enough fish. The one thing I'll notice between the two cans, between the older with the Best Buy 2014 and the newer, the Best Buy 2024, is the one on the left is sort of a gold colored can on top, and the one on the right from Best Buy 2024 is silver all over. Not sure that means anything. And I know these will be just fine. And these are fillets, where the ones from 2014 were whole. And that's something else. If you didn't watch the last video, these were just said sardines, where these said herring. Of course, these are fillets. Things change over the years. Imagine that. So hey, let me throw the lid away and we'll be right back. So let me get you down closer so you too can take a look. So there is a close-up look. These are from probably 2012, maybe even 2011, with a Best Buy of 2014. And you can clearly see the difference in the color of the tin. Where these are the Best Buy of January 2024. I probably bought these in 21 to 22. So they're sort of like brand new. Now the next thing we're going to want to do is put the sniff test to them. Now you want to look at them real close. You don't want to see any foaming, any of that mess, separation of oil or what have you. So let's give them a little sniff and see what we think. Now the first one we're going to sniff, you got to use your senses here. You got to use your eyes and your nose. It's the ones from 2014. See? So let's give them a sniff. Of course, Gracie, if you listen quietly, she's losing her mind because she loves sardines. No? This smells sort of like nothing, with just a slight tinge of maybe fish. So let's try the ones with the Best Buy of 2024. Whew, smells the same to me. Imagine that. Even I couldn't have predicted that. Then got a little oil on my nose. Now the only other thing we can do is give them a taste test. Do you want to? And like always, when I'm doing this video, hey, if you're watching it, Mr. Tom turned out all fine. He didn't have any gastrointestinal problems, you know what I mean? And he's still alive and doing well. And we all got to keep that fish in our diet, if we can. You know what I mean. So hey, let's get some out on a cracker and try it just plain. And then I'm going to show you one of my most favorite ways to have it, like my daddy did. Okay? So remember, on the left, right here, is going to be Best Buy 2014. On the right is going to be Best Buy 2024. Okay? We're just going to set them out. Going to pop a couple crackers right here. Okay? I need to get something to dig them out. And let us start with these, with the Best Buy of 2014. And these are whole fishies, I might add. Look at there, look at there. Put it right on that cracker. Set it over there. And now, the ones with the Best Buy of January of 2024. So there you can see them. Now, all we got to do is put them in our mouth and see how they are. So as always, what you might want to do is you might want to just stick your tongue. Now, if they don't smell bad, you don't see no foam or any fizziness, you didn't hear no expelling of air when you opened the can wasn't bulged or rusted, you're looking pretty good. But as the last thing to do, take the tip of your tongue and just stick it on there. And if that tongue has any sensation such as burning or tingling, throw it away. Now, I'm an engineer and sometimes called a scientist, but I'm not a dietitian and what have you. This is what I do. With food prices where they're at, anywhere from 50 to 60 to 100% more, yeah, I'm being real careful about what I throw away. And in doing so, the proper education and knowledge, you too, like I say, whether you're dumpster diving, scrounging, or you can even get expired or food past its best by date from the food pantry too, you'll know what to do. But you can plainly see these are the ones with the best buy from 2014. Just on a plain, salted, saltine. Let's throw it in and see how it tastes. Mm-hmm. 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 You know what? It didn't have a whole lot of flavor. It's got just a mild sardine taste. Yep, it does. There was no burning, no other sensation. It was actually rather pleasant. So now we're gonna do the fillet. You know, right here. Listen, clean up that sliver of sardine that fell on the floor. She's going after it right now. Yep. Woo! And these are both in olive oil, which is all the more better. And it didn't go rancid. When we were talking about tuna, that was 2 videos ago, that they prefer water because the oil will go rancid. Well, it all depends on how you store your oils. So hey, let's pop this one in. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Now, I hate to chew in front of you, but I want you to see that in real time. So you know, I'm not making it up. Now I will say this. Yeah, the herring fillets are a little more flavorful. I would say twice as much as standard full-bodied whole sardines from 2014. And see, that's what'll happen. Over time, you're going to lose some quality in your canned goods. And that's why they call it a best buy and not an expiration date. In fact, by law, in the U.S., and most countries too, there is no such thing as an expiration date. Here in the U.S., the only expiration date required on food is for baby formula. And that's a fact. I don't even think there's one on baby food, but I'm not sure about that. But hey, I'd eat both, and I'd be fine. I'd use both in recipes, and I'd be fine. So I did tell you, I'd show you how me and my daddy, he liked this way, and I picked it up from him. Let me show you what he did. with some sardines and some saltines when he come in. Because see, Daddy always worked 2 jobs most of my growing up. And then we did spare jobs all the time. And he'd come home rather late, 11 or 12 o'clock. And he'd want to catch a little meal. And he'd crack them open with a can of sardines and put a few things on it before he went to bed. Let me show you what my daddy did. Now, Daddy loves spice, and he loved horseradish. And he may have not had sandwich pile horseradish sauce, but he had horseradish, all pureed, and he loved that stuff. And he'd put it on his sardines on crackers. Yes, he would. And I'm about out. The other thing he'd put on it is, of course, some mustard. Yellow, of course. Now, you know, he had spicy. He'd go that route too. Let's make one up and try it if you want to. And I'm going to use the whole sardine that I got right here with the Best Buy 2014. I'm going to take these and set them over there. Okay? So we're going to take a cracker. We're going to take a little of this here. Oh, at least 10-year-old salmon. Not salmon, sardines. Sometimes my mind doesn't match my mouth. Does that happen to you? And we're going to take a little bit of this sandwich pile. Horseradish sauce. We're going to just drizzle that on it. Woo, doggy. And some of this fine yellow mustard. There you go. That's a flavor bomb. Can you see that right there? Hey, that's mighty fine. Let's give it a taste test. So y'all, there it is. Best Buy 2014 sardines whole with some horseradish sauce and yellow mustard. This is going to be a flavor bomb. This is where one time when you got to hold on to your pants. Woo! Oh baby. Let me tell you, if it's winter time where you are, getting a little congested, maybe got a cold, you throw that down the old gullet into that stomach, right below your sinuses. And I'm going to tell you what, it'll open that nose right up. It'll even make you sweat a little bit. That was mighty fine. I think that'll clear me right up. So y'all, there you have it. Can you eat sardines with a Best Buy date 2014 and 2023 or beyond? Well, if you use your eyes, your nose, and the tip of your tongue and check them all out, yeah, I would say I can. Now whether you want to, that's up to you. Because I've been in some hard times where the cupboards were getting rather bare. And I was really wondering if I could safely consume some things that had got tucked away. And that's how I come upon some of this too. And if you look at research, and I did for doing this video, for this episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. You'll hear 2, 3, 4, 5 years, or indefinitely, as long as it can, showing no signs of damage, rust, any type of corrosion, bulging, what have you. And you're always going to lose a little bit of quality, which is going to be i.e. taste. And that's what I noted here. The sardine whole were a lot milder than the herring fillets. Now, that being said, there was a little bit of difference between the two cans, between the ones canned, I'm thinking 2011, 2012, and the ones canned in 2021, 2022, whenever I bought those. One was whole sardines in olive oil, and one was herring fillets, or herring in olive oil. So there is going to be a little bit of difference. Plus the sardines I noted were smaller than the herring fillets. So there'd be some taste difference there. But other than that, they were quite fine. And I will say this. If you're going to be on video or camera or film or what have you, you might not want to do that double shot of horseradish sauce and yellow mustard too, because it'll open you up. Trust me, it will. I've had to step away several times just to blow the old snozzola. But anyway, I hope this has educated you onto the safety, the value of canned goods. I think we've all known it, us boomers, because we grew up on them. But the youngins always seem to be hating on our canned food. So the next time you find an old one, remember, check it out. Use your eyes, use your nose, and the very tip of your tongue to determine whether it's safe to eat. And I'm not telling you to, I'm leaving it with you. So hey, I've got to share some of these with the kitty crew. Because Gracie, you might have seen, is running back and forth. She loves sardines. And I'm sure the kitty crew will too outside. So until I, Cleo, Spooky, Speedy, sometimes Eclipse, Major Fluffy Muffin, and of course, Speedy Gonzalez, my princess Gracie, here in the house. See you on that next episode of Mr. Tom's Neighborhood. Stay safe, stay warm. Live the best you can, whether you got a little bit or a lot. May God bless you all as you bless those in your lives. And remember, we love you all and are so appreciative for the difference you've made in all of our lives. Goodbye for now. Gracie, you want some sardines with crackers or without? You want any horseradish sauce? Mustard? No? Just plain sardines? Okay. I'll get right on that. Go out and get the kitty crew's plate. No? Okay, I'll go get it. Oh, later all. Gracie, you ready? You want some sardines? Gracie. Oh, you do. There you go, baby. There's your sardines. They're all for you. You don't know about them? Well, check them out. I don't think you gotta kill them. They're fish. It took you a minute, and look at you. You're gobbling them up. Oh, you got some dust on you, dust bunny there. Bring back the dust bunny. Okay?